Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome once again to Tuesday night on ARMTV. Uncle John here with you, with, of course, the one and only, the patron saint of ARMTV, Gary Roberts, coming from undisclosed location, not in Illinois.
Mom's house. Mom's house.
Your mom's house?
Yeah, back in California, trying to get some grandma time.
I see.
I feel terrible. Do you know I haven't updated ARMTV? And since besides these podcasts, the last live broadcast with the ROTN, that's been it. I haven't updated ARMTV.
What is I've been waiting for the Gary edit of the ROTN very patiently, Gary.
This is what happens when you have a second job. I've had a second job right now. I don't know if everyone remembers when my pandemic, I moved in with my in-laws to, my mom, my wife and I were both working from home. So we were traveling. And then her father passed away. I was helping care for him. And we've been trying to get this house prepped for sale. And then, man, it's a lot of work.
Yeah. Oh, hey, by the way, in the chat, Chance Shaw is in the chat. Chance Shaw, I sent you a message. You should check your messages, chat, Chance Shaw. Please do so. And thank you all for being here. We got 25 people in the chat already. We got Red Cap Man Studios, Spencer Doucette, Daniel Urich says you're the creepy parking lot guy. Is that true? Is that true, Gary? He's posted up in a parking lot?
Well, here's the deal. I started this podcast in a car, so
it's true.
For me, I could be in the house with my kid jumping all over me, or I could come get some solace in the car. And trust me, ARMTV Nation, I think you'd probably prefer the car. If I'm in there, then I've already, since I'm visiting family, they're like making dinner and they're like, what do you mean you're working? And I was like, this is what I do on Tuesday nights. You just got to accept it. My wife's like, only do an hour show. I'm like, dude, I just got to work with Uncle John. Although, man, I'm a poor guest tonight. I'm a poor guest.
You just haven't been keeping up with the times, eh?
I mean, I see the Fatal Four-Way.
Yeah.
I think cool name. Did they steal that from somebody or did they make that up?
I don't know. That's why I wanted Chance Shaw to get on here so he could fully explain, because I don't really fully understand, because it's booked as a round robin. But a round robin insinuates that everyone will pull everyone, but I don't think that's what's happening. I think it's Chance and Jordan Sill, winner moves ahead, and then it's Don Underwood and Mike Aiello, winner moves ahead. So loser faces loser, winner faces winner. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
But everyone's arm wrestling everyone in that case. You only have 4.
Yeah, but in that case, that's not true, because so Don and Mike, they have a match, and let's say Don wins, and then Chance and Jordan have a match, and Chance wins. So Chance and Don, and Mike and Jordan, but then Chance and Mike would never pull, and Don and Jordan would never pull in that scenario. Oh, Chance says he's going to come on and explain in a little bit.
Okay. I think you got, so round robins, everyone does arm wrestle everyone.
Yeah. So each person would go, it would just be a draw and then go around the circle, and everybody fights everyone in one super match or one match or whatever. So that's what round robin insinuates, but I don't know what part of that I've got wrong.
You know what I'd like to see? Here's what I'd like to see. I'd like the heaviest guy to stay at the table, and then the lightest guy, and then they arm wrestle back to back to back 4 times, 4 rounds for the Fatal Four-Way. That's what I'd like to see. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, so
what's up, gentlemen?
Hey, Chance Shaw. Looking extra thick. Yeah, get that camera down there. Let me see that. Let me see that thickness. Yeah.
Power.
Yeah.
What? Hold on. I'll be right back. Don't say anything without me.
Okay, I won't say anything.
Talk about a lot of stuff without you. So, oh, I'm excited, buddy. How are you doing? You cut your hair since I talked to you last? The whole thing?
Yeah, we're bald. Kyle and I both went bald for this.
I saw that when you were. I turned you on when you were with Krasy.
Okay.
I was like, oh my God, look at these guys. Look at these guys.
Yeah.
And then you've been all over the place with this, man. I saw you on Devin's channel. Devin was on your channel.
Yeah, we're trying to put the word out. We're trying to close out Don and Jordan. No one believes in them, I guess.
I know. This is okay. So there's multiple angles that I need to kind of clear up with you. And I think we need to talk about the actual functionality of what's going to be happening on the 10th with the 4-way. But then I also think we have to talk about what the best way is to set these things up on ARMBet, because it's kind of like when you have 4 guys, there's always going to be like somebody who's the underdog, who's not, people aren't going to vote for him. And then that will detract from, because in your case, you were sold out in what, like a day, a couple days?
Less.
Maybe?
Yeah, it was less than a day.
Yeah.
So first of all, we'll start with the format. So
tell us about
round 1 is obviously.
Wait a minute.
Well, hurry up and get with the show here, Gary. We got a show going on.
I mean, we have some time, Chance. I want to know how this got.
You have some time. I don't have all the time.
No, you're on for. We need you for this whole show.
Okay.
We need to start on this show.
All right, send me a check for part of the super chat, so you got a deal.
You can have my half of the super chats.
I'm just kidding. So,
how did this get set up?
Sorry, what?
How did this get set up?
So originally it was supposed to be Don and Mike in a super match, and after I beat Don in Michigan State's, he suggested, why don't I just come and we'll make it a 3-way round robin, but having 3 people in a round robin gives one person a huge advantage, so we decided to pull in a 4th. And Jordan Sill was already coming to the event, so Paul Italia put him in a group chat, and we kind of gave him a hard time, bullied him into joining it. He was like, okay, whatever, I'll come pick on the big guys. So
there's a big weight advantage for you guys over Jordan.
Yeah, so Mike's going to probably be 275 or so. I'll be close to 300, and Don's 330. Ooh, I think Jordan said the heaviest he's coming in is like 225, 230.
Oh, so he's a little bit lower than last time we saw him, maybe.
Yeah, well, he 2 weeks after this has Brandon Elsesser at 205, so he can't commit to a full bulk.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, which I don't know. I don't know if I would have taken this if I didn't have a full time to bulk.
How do you rank these 4 guys?
So in
overall,
in the how do I rank them, or how are they ranked?
No, Chance Shaw. How did Chance Shaw rank these bitches?
So I would, in my opinion, like favorite to win. So I'll start with the least favorite to win, in my opinion, would be Jordan Sill, just because Mike is 2-0 against him. Don, I think, is too quick. They've never pulled. I just think Don's going to be too quick for him. I'm 3-0 against him. So I see Jordan having the lowest odds personally. Then probably Don, then Mike, then myself.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So who's second? I missed that.
Mike
Aiello. So you got Underwood third.
Yeah, that's where I put him.
Are you playing like some sort of video game while you're talking to us?
No.
He's got to tend his Minecraft.
I was gonna
say, I was in the middle of something, so I have to finish that up. But you guys were like asking all these questions, so I feel like I want to answer.
Right, I need to know what is going on with this whole. Okay, it's a round robin, but it's a 4-way, but it's super matches, but it's winners move on.
Yeah, so this is how it works. Round 1 is Don and Mike and Jordan and myself.
Yep.
Round 2 is myself and Mike, Jordan and Don. Round 3 is me and Don, Jordan and Mike.
And it's all best of 3 super matches each go around?
As far as I understand, it's just best of 1.
Oh, just best of 1.
Yes.
Oh.
Also, there will be no tiebreakers. So the way that the tiebreaker will work is whoever won on that particular match wins. So when I say that particular match, I mean, let's say Jordan beats me round 1, and then he beats Don and loses to Mike, and I beat Don and Mike but lose to Jordan. So we're both 2-1. But because Jordan beat me on the one-on-one, then he just wins automatically. So there will be no tiebreaker match either.
Interesting.
I know you just said this, but just repeat again as I'm writing it down. Round 1 is who versus who?
Okay, so round 1 is myself and Jordan, Don and Mike.
Don, Mike. Okay. Then what happens?
Round 2, regardless of who wins and loses, round 2 is myself and Mike, Jordan and Don.
Okay.
And then round 3, obviously, the last 2 matches, which is Don and myself, Mike, and Jordan.
So everyone will pull everyone.
Once, correct.
Okay. So you're wrong. Suck it, Uncle John.
What was I wrong about?
You said it was just regular super matches.
No, I did not make any declarative statements. I said, I believe it to be this. I'm not sure.
Hey, gotta bust your balls a little bit. It's all right. What now? I get it's the best of 1, but couldn't it be interesting if it was a best of?
I voted for best of 3 with a tiebreaker, but I was outvoted in the group chat. So I would agree with you, but it's not just my call.
So anybody who votes against that is scared. What ultimately, because they don't have the endurance? Is that the
that would be my guess on why they might not want that. I don't know. I can't speak for them. I don't really think it matters. It's not going to change the outcome for myself, so I'm not too worried about it. I
honestly think it makes it even better for you.
I think it does too. That's
the first thing that popped into my head was like, oh, okay, well, that's cool.
Yeah. I think it makes it better. The only reason that I voted for best of 3 instead of best of 1 is so there's no questions, right? Because if I, let's say I go undefeated, someone might say, oh, well, he only beat him once, so does it really count? I don't know. People always are making excuses. So if it's best of 3, then it's a little bit more definitive in my head.
Okay.
Maybe.
So when is this matchup happening?
This Saturday.
The 10th.
Okay. So on Tuesday, if you go undefeated on Tuesday, the title of my show will be, is it for real? Blah, blah, once.
That's funny.
Well, I'll tell you guys what. This 4-way has made me place my first stake ever. I lost my staking virginity because of this matchup.
It's a good event to do it.
I agree. And you can all find out who will win this match and who Uncle John staked on this Friday on Uncle John's Arm Wrestling Show. Please like and subscribe right now.
I don't know why I have this feeling that you picked Chance and that there's no to do about this.
We'll have to find out on Friday, won't we?
That's funny.
Like, why do I feel like you just picked Chance? Like, okay, no disrespect to any of you guys, okay? But in my day, back in the day, Don Underwood would have been the man of this group.
Sure.
No doubt.
Chance,
I was like 12 at the time.
Chance was 9 years old or whatever. I think Jordan was lighter. And Don Underwood, he's the man. He was the man. He was right up there with the rest of them.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me not to see Donnie Underwood as the man anymore.
Yeah.
It's hard for me not to see that.
Aren't you the one who wants to see the old men get taken over by some new talent? I feel like I've heard you.
Yes.
I've heard you preach that.
Yes, that's true.
So
no.
Isn't this the event where you should be backing me?
I was getting that. What I'm saying is it's just hard for me to see Don as like the old fat guy.
Yeah.
So it's weird, but like does he have what it takes to come back, or will he always be like, you know, a yesteryear Don Underwood?
I don't know. I think we'll find out. Don's biggest issue, and from what I've seen, it's always been his biggest issue, is him keeping his elbow down. So it's just going to be a matter of if he can keep his elbow down. Because when I beat him in Michigan, he kept elbow fouling, because I'm 2-0 against Don.
This is the other issue with the single match round robin. It's like, how many matches out of all of them are we going to see to completion?
Right. How
And then
terrible
that
would
makes
it
it
be
even
if
worse.
someone went through undefeated without pinning anybody?
Oh my God, please don't let that happen. Oh my God. That would be the worst.
It would be awful. But in the same sense, if I'm up 3-0 or if I'm up 2-0 against someone else who's up 2-0 in the final round, I can't be like, oh no, let's rerun it. Like there's way too much at stake, as much as I'd like to.
Right.
If there wasn't so much money on it, then I might.
What is at stake?
Well, everyone's bets.
Right,
That's,
but
that's the biggest thing.
what do you
The winner gets $1,000 plus their portion of the stakes.
And did you have to put money up, or
No,
like?
Paul took care of everything. Paul Talia.
Yeah, so this is a Paul Italia joint, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, Paul doing it the right way. And there's a tournament and like a whole event too, right? For
Yes.
other people who want to go.
Yep.
And that's in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. There's also 2 other super matches as well on that card.
Nice.
Yeah.
How did Paul pick Oklahoma for one of his events?
I have no idea. It's an interesting location. It is pretty central. It's not too far from everyone, I suppose.
I'm trying to look up the Don Underwood and you in Michigan. I remember watching it.
It's on my channel under Chance Shaw versus Michigan.
Yeah. Okay. How far into the 5-minute clip?
Should be at the end, I think.
Well, one of the matches is going to be the last match. One of them is going to be right after I pull Chris Chandler, I believe.
And I was trying to talk to Uncle John. I feel bad, but where does Mike Aiello rank? I feel like, so you were telling me he's like the gatekeeper to the men. Like, is he?
I see Mike Aiello, and I could be wrong, but I kind of see Mike Aiello as a guy who, you know, if you want to cement yourself as rising up, Mike Aiello is a really good guy to beat. He's always, you know, at a certain level, right?
I agree.
He's never bad, but he's also not quite gotten himself up to that mega status, but he's always rock ass strong.
In my opinion, he's the entry level to the true elite in North America.
Yeah.
So where does he rank? So the place I have him ranked is in 8th, 9th. Yeah, 9th. He's 9th. I'm 8th. Don is 10th. So it's 8, 9, and 10. Don has the most recent win on Mike. I have the most recent win on Don. Mike and I have never pulled. So it's not going to be 100% accurate until we see what happens this weekend.
Yeah. Hey, we got our first super chat from Spencer Doucette. Thank you, Spencer. Says this is for Chance to tell us what he's playing.
I'm in the middle of a League of Legends game.
Oh, that makes sense.
I can't really just pick up and quit.
Let it go. You can't let that go.
I'm so confused.
Funny.
Didn't you guys just pull? And
Who?
this is the April video.
Do what?
When was
Michigan State's?
What was it, like a month ago?
Like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, the
Yeah, June 5th, I believe.
I clicked on Chance versus Michigan on April 11th.
Oh no, that's a different one.
So you've gone up against the entire state a few times.
Yeah, they really like me up in Michigan, and I always enjoy going out there. So, yeah,
Hey,
I'll go up to Michigan as often as possible. My girlfriend's family's from Michigan, so she's always bugging me to go up there anyway. So it kind of works out.
Here's a
was
funny
wondering-
question. Here's a funny question from Table IQ. How would Ryan Bowen do in this tournament or in this round robin?
No comment. Well, it depends on whose logic you use, right? Like if you use Ryan's logic, he would beat everyone that I've ever beaten. So Ryan would probably kill us all. Yeah.
We got another super chat from Carolyn Looms, $2. Is gas for Gary's air con in the vehicle. Love you, Gary.
Thank you. So I see you went. Now let me just say, are you, Chance? Are you kind of taking a card out of Devin Laird's game where he went fully shaven for his match with Michael Todd? Is this why you're fully shaven today to look prison-like?
Honestly, there was really no reason to why I have a bald head. Kyle DePew is staying at my house, and one morning we woke up, I think it was Friday morning, and I'm like, hey, let's shave our heads. He said, okay. And then we just did it.
No, I don't believe you. I believe you look like kind of a little at this Michigan, and you're trying to look a little tougher, a little more intimidating.
No, Gary, if you knew me, I go bald every year, at least once a year. So it's not, it's not something new for me.
Okay, I just watched the match with Don Underwood, and I love how you look very comfortable sitting on the back of your tricep, kind of slightly in the more losing position, but you got hand control and you're just chilling.
Yeah, I feel very comfortable.
You just waiting him out right there?
Yeah, well, I start to drive side a little bit. I turn him a little bit more palm up. He said he felt comfortable, but I also felt comfortable. And then from there, he elbow fouled. So, yeah. I would have liked to see how it played out. I hope that we get to find out how it plays out and he does an elbow foul again.
Yeah, right.
But in the second match where I pull him, which should be at the end of the video, he doesn't stop pulling. He tries the hook. So he hits sideways into a hook. I catch here. Without the strap, I feel very comfortable and drive sideways. If you look at the video, he never stops. He never stops. He never disengages. However, the call was elbow foul, so it wasn't technically a pin.
So
I've got Derek Smith in the chat. What's up, Derek?
What's up, Derek? I just had Derek on my show yesterday.
Yeah.
Derek, you're gonna have to come in because I'm not feeling that. I feel like a loser.
Here, I'll send a thing to you, Derek.
I got some Don Underwood. I always thought I loved filming him. I loved his personality, and he kind of went under the radar. I would always, whenever I said who I'd love to film, I kind of always forgot to say Don Underwood, but I loved filming him because he always brought. I loved his voice and his.
He has a lot of energy.
He's got really good table energy.
Absolutely.
And it's great to see him, starting to rise again because I got some good videos of Don throughout the years that I can't wait to share. Don Underwood, if you're listening, man, stick around because, man, we got some cool stuff of you throughout the years, me and you, on the road and stuff. So it's cool to see him back. But I'm going to go out and say that I'll pick Chance on this as well. I like watching you arm wrestle. I think you look pretty tough, and you're like a young dude, right? You're like barely 17.
17, yeah, right. I just turned 23 in June.
That's still baby, man. That's so young. You got your whole life, bro. Holy!
I know. I'm just waiting for the man strength to kick in.
Yeah,
me too.
Wow. And have you always been kind of beefier on the heavy side?
Yeah.
So like if you brought up a picture when you were like 13, you were like a stocky kid? Yeah.
I don't know if I have any pictures, but you can look on my Facebook and scroll down a bit.
You got some kid young days in there? Yeah.
I have pictures from like, I don't know, 2009.
And were you always like strong? You were always just a strong kid? Yeah.
My dad is a power lifter, so I got a lot of strength from him, a lot of good strength genetics. Once I turned 14, he let me start going to the gym with him, and I felt like I was doing pretty good for a 14-year-old.
Okay. So when was challenging teenagers in 2007, 8, 9, 10. How old were you?
2010, I would have been 12. I was born in 98.
Oh, I would have beat your ass, boy.
Probably not. Even when I was like 8, 9, 10 years old, I was beating grown men.
Nah, I got money that we go back at 12. I'm 12-year-old Chance Shaw. I feel strong, man. Uncle John, I feel strong against a 12-year-old Chance.
Yeah.
You might, Gary. You know that Gary is like the intergender champion of all time.
Listen, I lose confidence if you're about 14 and 11, 12, prepubescent Chance. Feel mighty strong.
Hey, maybe so. We'll never find out, though. You missed your chance.
That's awesome. Uncle John.
Yes, sir.
Have you met Chance?
Not in real life, no.
I'm trying to picture if you guys were on an arm wrestling table, if you could stop if you could even slow down Chance, or would he just steamroll you?
Definitely not right-handed. I can't slow him down.
No, and I don't know if I could slow you down left-handed though.
Is your left just not? It's not there.
Nah, it's pretty bad.
Mm.
I just started pulling with it this year, so it's still very much amateur. I mean, it's okay. I just don't have any lanes really, and I don't have a strong move.
Yeah,
I just hook.
How I feel about my right. It's just garbage, and I try to make it look like it's good garbage that somebody would want to take out of the can.
Yeah,
sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
It's probably not as bad as I put off, but I don't know, maybe top 10 in Florida. Maybe on a really good day I can beat Artem.
Nice.
Yeah. So since you're going up against him, or at least one day you're going up against him,
hopefully
you should definitely beat me, because if not, then you're in trouble.
Is no one on the internet giving love to Jordan in this four-way?
Jordan has about twice as much of his stock sold as Don does.
Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got a new entrant into this pate, Mr.
What's up, Derek?
Derek Smith.
What's up, guys? Man, I'm getting real sick of hearing myself talk nowadays. It's been 3 days in a row of me doing interviews. But I'm here. Let's do this.
Good times.
Can I say something? I wasn't going to say I got to say it. I told Uncle John, I got jealous when I see all the promotion for the four-way. I got jealous because I was like, oh my God, everyone's talking about this four-way way more than they talked about my ROTN. I was feeling.
What do you
had me there.
Is about this four-way that is making it bubble up so much? What is it? Is it the guys that are in it? Is it because it's on ARMBet? What is it? Like, what is it really that's pushing this thing forward?
Who's that question for?
Everybody.
I think it's a combination. Of course, anything with Devin, I really want to see me win. So at least the people that are watching it for me, it's because they either love or hate me.
Yeah, no, it's a great group of pollers and plus Chance, and so it's you know, there's a lot of skill. There's some big names for sure. Now, either way, I mean, it is a big card. There's nobody on that card that people don't have eyes on. There's nobody on that card where if I saw them having a random super match, I wouldn't click on it and watch. You know what I mean? So
I agree.
Either way, that by itself, without Devin promoting it, it draws names. Just a little icing on the cake that Devin's pushing it to.
All right, Derek, maybe you guys have been on record already with all of your podcasts. I'm behind. Rank, if there was just an overall double elimination tournament and these four guys were in it, rank them first through fourth for me real quick. Derek Smith.
In a tournament?
Yeah, in a tournament.
Okay, so tournaments. Outside pollers generally do best in tournaments. They say fresher, longer. So I would give Chance edge on in a tournament style. Him taking the edge on that. Mike's style is fast and powerful inside his general style. So I'd probably put him second, only because Jordan Sill is undersized and Don seems to have some problems staying on the elbow pad. So then, so Chance, Mike, Don, Jordan. Actually, that's probably how I'd do it.
Yeah. Same thing I said.
These comments should fire Jordan Sill up. He should go in really hungry.
The thing is, I love Jordan. He's awesome. He's really undersized in this matchup. He's the little guy. He's like the dark horse. Like I've been saying in this, I think he could, if the right Jordan shows up, he could ruin some days for sure. But I mean, that he needs to show up really big and on point. And if he doesn't, then I don't know. I don't know how that goes, in my opinion.
And is this being live broadcast?
Yeah, it'll be on my channel.
Beat.
I'm starting to think. I'm going back on what I said. Okay, so I'm starting to think that the place for me. Okay, so I told you guys all, like, I'm not interested in filming new stuff unless it's mine. But I'm starting to think I might just like to show up at events, just do the live broadcasts where I don't have to re-edit it. So I can just walk around and talk to people like Jimmy G does. I'm starting to think that maybe that's what I would like to do for events that are not mine. Just show up, have fun, do some live stuff, walk around, get behind the scenes, but no editing after. Just, you know, the one day and then move on. I'm starting to think that maybe I would like to do that going forward. So
take the boxing gloves.
Yeah.
Call people out, Gary.
Get that content. Get that content.
Yeah, there you go. We're viral.
Where's Barry Bourne? Where I retired that bitch.
You did. You did. It's true. And you didn't even punch him.
Yeah.
Gary brought the heat.
Retired Barry Bourne. So I asked Uncle John, what's the story for tonight's show? Is there anything else in arm wrestling happening besides the four-way?
Well, the other aspect of the four-way that I wanted to talk about was, what is the answer with ARMBet, right? Because we found ourselves in a unique situation where ARMBet is still so, you know, the staking aspect is so new that we run into a situation where we have this four-way matchup. And Chance sold out very quick, so he filled his block. But then there's always going to be the underdogs, or the guys that don't necessarily have the following or the support, whatever it may be. And then it kind of penalizes the other guys because they can't get more stakes, and it slows the whole thing down. So can we think of anything that would help avoid that, or does it need to be avoided? Or, you know, because obviously for the pullers, we want them to be able to, you know, gain as much as possible out of this type of situation.
So I spoke a little bit to Devin about it. He's working on making it where it's possible to stake over a block just at lower odds. So that, you know, that could definitely be something that could help. As well as when there's a heavy favorite, instead of betting who's going to win, it could be like this person wins one match.
Gotcha.
So, for example, he said when it comes to Vitaly and Krasimir, it'll probably be, does Krasimir get a pin or does he not get a pin?
That'll be kind of cool.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I like that. Make it a lot more interactive, a lot more thinking man's game rather than just win or lose, you know?
Right, exactly.
A lot more options.
So when it says I'm on the page right now and it says you're temporarily blocked out. How big was your block, Chance?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I just know we all have even blocks.
So I can't bet on this. I can't stake unless I do Jordan or Underwood.
Correct.
You're
late to the party. Now, if we all sell out fast enough, then they will open another block. I don't see it happening probably, but they would open another block and you would have another chance to stake.
And if they don't sell out, apologize if you already said this, does that hurt the staking?
As far as I understand, the stakes would be refunded.
Oh, so everyone has to draw.
Yeah.
Huh. What happens if your fourth guy, no one picks him? Then that could mess it up.
Yep, it could.
Who has the least amount on there?
Don, 6% last I checked.
Isn't that where they changed the odds?
Yeah, but so they changed the odds for every block. So at the beginning of the block, they picked the odds that they think it'll be even. Clearly, they gave me and Mike too good of odds. And then so the next block, instead of I think I was 1 to 2.9, the next block I'd probably be 1 to 1.8, something like that, and Mike would probably be 1 to 2. That way you can get a better return on Mike and Jordan.
Because in the
I'm
NFL,
sorry, Don and Jordan.
if too many people vote for like one team, they change the odds to get it to be more, to swing back.
Yeah, I think that's the difference between betting and staking, though. Because staking, the house isn't putting anything up really. Where in betting, the house puts the money up. Staking, you're betting against each other directly.
So like people, Don can win this. Hopefully people understand that it just takes, Don has the power and he has the experience. I know he didn't go too well chance recently, but that doesn't mean he can't make adjustments and win this. He possesses the ability to win this. If Don
any of the four of us can
I
win.
wouldn't be out of my mind. I wouldn't be going crazy if Don won the whole thing at all. I'd be like, oh wow, nice. Like,
yeah, and in reality, any four of the pullers can win. We're all very elite, capable pullers, in my opinion.
Yeah, they are.
And what are the rules set?
WAF. Yeah, I know. No power hook. Sorry.
No, I wasn't in love. I liked that it brought something interesting. I'm not in love with results. Too many people still trying to cheat the power hook or not wanting to turn in, but still for super matches, I'm not in love with WAF. I feel like Uncle John told me super matches are hot. Super matches and WAF rules, I don't know. I feel like it's oil and water. Like it's
Yeah, I think it depends what your goal is to get out of the match. For entertainment, I like more WAL style, where running fouls. I don't like the 60 seconds to the strap rule, but like the running fouls, 3 fouls, looser refereeing. I think it's more entertaining for the spectator. But I think with WAF rules, it gives you a truer stance of like who the better arm wrestler is.
Hey, John, I wish there was a league or promotion, a super match series where the rules really were like a nice blend. Have you heard anything like that, of any league like that?
I was just thinking, is it Arm Wars?
Arm Wars? Wait, what? Do they have something else coming up pretty soon, or what?
It might be Arm Wars Reality Check.
Reality Check.
You'll be able to get your Arm Wars Reality Check T-shirt with exclusive Uncle John logo on the back.
Hell yeah!
Me right now. Oh my goodness.
Okay,
you know what, John? I want to buy a shirt. I want to buy one of your shirts.
It'll be going live. I got the links from Neil. It'll be going live probably by Friday.
Okay, cool.
The mere fact that Chance and Uncle John said, well, that would kind of suck if one athlete went through and never actually pinned somebody but still won. That's crazy that you could say that that's even possible. And to me, just highlights the errors in that format. Like,
yep.
What?
Not all elbow fouls are created equal. You know what I mean? Like,
no, if I pick, like, I arm wrestled Todd Hutchings once years ago, left-handed, and I beat him in a tournament. I picked his ass up off the elbow pad twice. I posted up and his arm couldn't stay down. The elbow foul twice, and I beat him in a tournament. So I shouldn't have won that.
No.
What? If he can't keep his elbow down,
I'm just kidding.
The rules.
I mean, like, posting and your power drew him off the table.
Right. Or whatever happened, but his elbow came off both times I posted backwards. So.
Well, see. Wait, let's analyze this. That's a really good point.
We're turning to another rule show.
That's a really good point. But let's just say if per your Arm Wars, you add the running foul.
Mm-hmm.
You don't stop the match, but you still, what would you do? You'd be posting and you'd clean his ass, right?
No, he'd probably just go even further, really get a hold of me, bring me back and pin me, and then we get a restart. Probably what would have happened. I mean, he was stronger than me everywhere else, besides maybe that one small instance in that angle. It was a fluke. It was a fluke. I'm not saying it wasn't. It was a long time ago. But yeah, I mean, I got the win because of it. But also, I mean, nowadays, most of the time I lose, especially in a hook nowadays, the person goes off the back of the pad. I'm so long and I chase them so far that their elbow goes off the back of the pad and I can feel it. I'm so used to feeling the angles. I'm like, okay, he should be running out of room right now. Wait, how is he still going backwards? Oh my God, look at his elbow. Oh my God. And then I start getting pulled aside, right? And so if they stay on and they say if their elbow stays on, then they have to go kind of more into my power, and then I'm usually really successful that way. And so yeah, it's a big difference when someone elbow fouls or anything like that. It makes a big difference. So if you can't stay on the pad and arm wrestle me, you should lose.
Uncle John, what do you think about what he?
What part?
I mean, that's an interesting point. In a super match, you're saying if we got loosey-goosey, that you probably make Todd the winner.
Yeah. Well, I guess in that one instance, yeah.
Which I see what you're saying. Ooh, no comments, Uncle John?
I mean, look, it's just write the rules down. And then if you want to have loose rules, write the rules loosely, but then judge those rules harshly, right? So whatever the rules are, just follow your rules. That's all I want. That's all I've ever asked for from any organization. Whatever your rules are, just follow them. If you want them to be loose, make them loose purposely. The problem with WAL is that they make them loose purposely, and then they make them even looser because they don't follow their own rules in a lot of cases. And WAF has done the same thing in the past, and they don't understand their own rules either. And then Gary Roberts doesn't even want to write his rules down. Nobody knows what the hell's going on.
Dude, I handed out a pamphlet. I didn't even put a shout out to Uncle John in my rules.
Oh, that's good. You should email it to me. I want to frame it.
I even put in jest and joking, I said, please have low, don't make me low energy foul you. I need the energy. Low energy. Bam.
That's a foul.
Your vibe is off. Foul. What?
Harshing my buzz. Foul.
Okay. I was talking to Neil Pickup about his Devin Larratt, Travis Bajan, 2008, and the debacle that was, and we never really saw arm wrestling, and they were all going crazy. And it just made me think that, like, I thought that was good television. And he's like, no, we never aired it. I never realized that he never even aired that super match. And then you guys remember it, where like they were both trying to.
Yeah. So you can catch ass whooping up here. That one?
Yeah. Like never even. So it was like, that's in your Arm Wars format where, we have supposedly rules for entertainment, and these guys couldn't even.
Well, yeah. Well, it's not a perfect scenario, right? You're going to have your outliers. You're going to have your situations. But that's why Neil spends so much time picking the matchups. And that's why there are so many matches that get filmed at typical Arm Wars events, right? Like there's like a gazillion matches that go on at all those things. And then you see the best of the best of the best.
Neil's really good at picking matches.
Mm-hmm.
He is really good at it.
I thought I was bringing that up to make a point about the WAF rules, but then I realized, oh shit, they had them. And I was like, I brought that up for the wrong reason. But so did you guys get a vote on the WAF rules, or which rule set you would use? Chance?
No. In fact, we haven't even discussed the rules. I just know the referee, so I'm assuming that it's WAF rules.
Here's the thing.
It's Scott Wynn who's refereeing.
I can be 100% in agreement, like the regular tournament throughout the day, if you have WAF rules. But I kind of feel like super matches should be special. Like someone should come up with maybe where we have super match rules, where it's like a blend of everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, typically at the end of the day, though, the best guy is going to win regardless of rule set. For the most part.
What time does this happen on Saturday?
I think like noon.
It's going to open the
Oklahoma time. Do what? I'm sorry.
It'll open the whole event, I'm assuming.
Well, first there's two other super matches. It's Eric Gerlach and Rush Raider left-handed, and then it's Kyle DePew and Levi Prince right-handed.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming Kyle will go first, then Eric and Russ, and then the round robin.
And
So-
will you have somebody holding the camera, or you just put it on tripod for the live?
I will have 2 tripods set up, and then Maggie, my girlfriend, will also be recording it on my camera to post afterwards.
When you say have it on 2 tripods, does that mean you'll do both of them live from 2 different angles, or just be?
No, so it's gonna be, I go live on TikTok and I go live on YouTube.
Oh,
So in Texas, when I went live on TikTok, I had like 500,000 viewers. So
what?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy. So
ten-year-olds.
I'm gonna keep going live on TikTok.
Wait, I'm so confused. How did you get a following on TikTok? When did this happen?
I just post arm wrestling videos.
Chance makes
There's a
Minecraft
kid on there
videos.
from Russia that has like 4 million followers, a Russian arm wrestler.
Oh my, I can't keep up with it. I can't go live on every freaking social media.
It's
Damn it.
easy if you just have an extra phone and a tripod.
Done.
Yeah.
I've completely abandoned Instagram. Dude,
Yeah, Instagram's kind of dead.
I can't keep up with all. So TikTok should be a real thing for ARMTV.
TikTok should be a real thing for anyone who wants to grow any sort of social media.
Oh, damn it. Do you
Hate
want
it so bad
Yeah.
though. Oh God.
Love it or hate it, it can
I
grow
know.
your social media.
Yeah, you
Like
can't
crazy.
deny that.
All right.
See, when he's on TikTok, Chance suddenly does identify as a 15-year-old. He tells everyone he's 15 and he goes with it. Doesn't tell him he's 23.
No.
He gets way more viewers. Small kid beats man.
Are you doing dances on TikTok?
No,
Do you have the
all I do
dances,
is arm
Chance?
wrestling videos. Only arm wrestling videos.
I thought you had to like dance and wear like the outfits.
No.
I love people shitting on TikTok. I love it.
No. You can post any sort of content on there.
Derek, are you on TikTok?
No, Chance is right. I'm just giving him shit because traditionally it was a lot of kids that made it famous, but it is a huge platform and there's millions of people viewing it, and you can definitely make a substantial dent in your social media presence by having a significant TikTok.
It's just so easy to absorb content because you can sit on there and just scroll through. Something catches your eye. You watch a 60-second video, you like it, you follow the person. So in an hour, you can absorb 60 to 100 videos, where on YouTube, you're really watching 3 videos maybe. So it's just so much easier to get people to notice you because they're interacting with so much more content. It doesn't quite transfer the same way as a YouTube subscriber does, meaning a TikTok follower is not as loyal as a YouTube subscriber, but it's still a follower nonetheless. And some of those will transfer over to your other socials.
The last time I was on TikTok, I was watching Sweet Tea. He was broadcasting that boxing match for free and I was like, what? Dude?
Yeah.
They don't care. You can just broadcast pay-per-views.
No, you get banned as soon as someone reports you, but sometimes it takes a while.
Yeah. Dude, this guy, Sweet Tea, he's from my area. He picked up like 2,000 followers from pay-per-view. And then I guess he started losing followers over the week because he was just posting his regular videos and he got all pissed. He's like, what? Why are you leaving me?
Yeah.
Like, dude, he only signed up because you gave away the free fight, bro, not because they became a fan of Sweet Tea.
Exactly.
I hate Sweet.
Oh my goodness. And what else have we covered all the, what else on the 4-way? Oh. I forgot to say something with Mike Aiello. He's on record for doing the stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
The stuff.
Yeah.
the stuff.
Such a funny way to put it. Yeah.
You guys say he was like at the doorway to the elite, and is it 100% because of the stuff that he's at that level?
I think for Mike, it's more to look good than anything else. That's all he really cares about.
Yeah, he does look. He looks sexy, right?
If Mike took arm wrestling as serious as he takes looking good, I think he would be a top 5 guy personally. Like, he has the hand, he has the leverage, the size, the strength. He just doesn't take arm wrestling as serious.
He has the commitment. Have you seen what this guy fucking eats? Like a half an ounce of tilapia every day with one piece of broccoli. Like, he is hardcore about his diet, his supplementing, his gym routine. He does not mess around.
No.
Mike is a very serious dude in training.
Very serious, but again, not all for arm wrestling. It's
Right.
to look as appealing as he can. If he took all of that and applied it to arm wrestling, he'd be tough to beat.
So you're saying right now he's not tough to beat. I'm putting you on
For me,
on record.
for
On
me,
record, you're just saying Mike's not tough to beat.
of course he's tough to beat. But I mean, he'll. Let me rephrase. He would be tough to beat for anybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Derek Smith, if you were in this group, how would you do?
Oh, I'll get first. I don't know, Gary. It's all hypothetical. We don't even know how strong I am right now. We're gonna find out when I have my match with Tom. I feel really, 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 really strong, but whatever. I haven't had a super match in a long time, and I haven't had a super match or a serious match since I felt so strong. So it'll be debuting with Tom Nelson. So we'll just keep those thoughts and ideas until that point.
On the rankings, before you came on, Chance Shaw was saying you were like a little bitch and he just swashed right through you.
Yeah. Well, definitely not left-handed. That's for sure. And right-handed. I mean, last time we pulled, Chance, it didn't go too well for you, bud.
Oh, in practice 2 days after I pulled.
Oh, here we go.
Is that what
All
you're
the
talking
excuses,
about,
dude? Here we go with all the fucking excuses. You know what, Chance?
Hey,
put your elbow on the table.
All I'm
you
saying,
manned up, all right? You
Derek,
hit my thumb, and you got what was coming to you, Chance. You don't put your elbow on the pad unless you're ready for the consequences. All right?
You talk the
All
talk. You're on social media. You lift the weights, bro. Show up to some tournaments like I do. You'll find
Listen,
out.
Chance. I'm in the hyperbolic time chamber. I'm getting jacked and tan right now. I'm getting horsed, as we call it on Discord. I'm getting massive. And then I'll be debuting these newfound muscles shortly. All right. So you hold on to your skivvies. Go out there. You keep traveling. I'll be there.
Yeah, hopefully so. Either way, I'll see you in California.
Well,
Okay.
Oh, yeah. He said he's coming out to a practice maybe pretty soon.
No. King of California.
Oh, I thought you're going to, you and Kyle said you're coming out. I thought.
That was going to be to the North Carolina thing.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll be filming a rap video in North Carolina. I just found out today with Damien, my teammate. He makes beats and like music anyway at home. So I'm like, yo, let's lay down some sick tracks. I want a banger that slaps. This shit's gonna be lit, and we're gonna rap. We're gonna rap.
Oh, that's fun.
I'll hop on that track. I'll show you what's up.
Oh, I forgot you have you're friends with rappers. No, you rap. No, you had friends that rap. Which was it? Both. You rap?
I don't rap, but I've made songs.
Dude, no.
It's so much
If we're gonna
fun.
do this, you have to be on it. You have to be rapping.
I'll link you a music video, dude.
With you rapping, I don't want to hear your lyrics. I want to see you rapping.
Bitches.
Okay.
Bitches. I can't wait to see the rap video, but I want to ask
Sorry.
you a very important question. If training was a race, and by race I mean the more hours you trained, you're winning. How many hours a week? And this was a race. Derek Smith, Chance Shaw, Uncle John. How many hours a week do you dedicate, Derek, to, let's say, training, where you're training of some version, either arm wrestling or lifting or doing something? How many hours a week?
Each week kind of differs and depends on what I'm focusing on, kind of. So like recently I was I took a month off the table. So I was in the gym. I'd get to around 6 days a week, minimum of 2 hours a day. So 12 hours a week in the gym. And then, but when I'm arm wrestling, then I'll usually take either a day off or a day for rehab. And then I kind of feel it out. It's more fluid. So maybe 3 or 4 days a week, I'll be actually lifting, and then table time on Sundays for like 4 or 5 hours, but it's not 4 or 5 hours consistent. It's a practice.
Okay. So if we were to look at the last 6 months, you would average in the gym 12 hours a week, and then arm wrestling X amount a week. How many hours?
No, we'll say I average 9 hours in the gym, average probably in the last couple months, 9 hours in the gym a week. And I don't know, 3 hours a week on table. So 9, 10, 11, 12 hours a week.
So 12 hours. Chance, are you more or less than that?
I would say more than that, but I don't know at what intensity, Derek. Because the thing is it's like you're asking a question if it's a race. So Derek runs for 12 hours a week, but maybe he's at a higher speed than I am. So I think I'm definitely running longer than he is, but I don't know if we're going the same distance. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I was just gonna try to connect the dots.
I train at least 20 hours a week, but it's not always In the gym, it's pretty max effort, but on the table, it's not always max effort.
I don't necessarily mean it needs to be max effort. I just wanted to try to connect some dots. Can it be said that in order to be elite, you have to train more, longer, harder than the guy next to you? Like you have to win that battle if you want to compete.
Not necessarily. I mean, everyone's bodies react differently to different amounts of work, different stresses. So I wouldn't say necessarily. You definitely have to work hard, though.
Uncle John, where do you rank on these numbers?
3 things. Number 1, Aussie arm wrestler with a super chat. He says, I'm taking a fake shit to come say good day, you legends. What's up, Aussie? Number 2, I'm pretty sure of everyone on this call, I'm the only one with an actual rap song currently on YouTube.
Nope.
Team Devin Rap. What up?
What up?
Mm-mm.
No.
Yeah. Hold on.
You got a rap song on YouTube?
Hold on. Uncle John, do not tell Derek how many hours you put into that project. It could discourage him.
A lot of hours. There's a lot of hours.
A lot of hours.
Third, do I get to count my cardio?
Sure. Why not?
If I'm counting cardio, then it's in like the 20-ish range for sure.
I'd be curious,
is, not as much.
Chat, how many hours you training in the chat? Put your numbers down. Could be any sort of training, any physical fitness. Right now, I'm at 0. No, yeah, 0 at the moment. Man,
it takes 0 hours of training to be the intergender champion.
Yeah. And I'll still beat all you ladies out there and a 12-year-old shop.
Gary is a predator. That should be your new nickname, is the predator of arm wrestling. hunting on the
Done.
Oh my.
Done.
My name is Chris Hansen.
That's fun. Hey, I have a Chris Hansen story. I'll tell you I used to work at this restaurant called Il Fornaio in Del Mar, California. And one night I was closing up. I went to my manager and I was like, hey, what do you want me to do to get out of here? He told me to fill some salt and pepper shakers. I go home. An hour later, I'm watching that show. And my manager, his name's Roberto Forte. And he is on that show, a little Italian dude bringing in a beer and some condoms, trying to freaking take advantage of a little boy. And all my coworkers were all calling each other going, dude, Robert, he's like, the dude's on TV, right? And so the higher ups got the hold of him. They called him and like, dude, you can't come into work. Do not come back to work tomorrow. Dude went to jail and I think he committed suicide because of that show.
Whew, that went dark.
Lost his family. Dude, it's crazy stuff. But I was watching TV with my freaking manager right on that shit. Anyways, I'm talking arm wrestling, Derek.
Can we start a trend right now? I have an idea. And I think we have the people here necessary to really get this moving. If you ever see somebody that's significantly strong pinning people and destroying, but only targeting weaker guys that he knows he's way stronger than, and then you walk up and you interrupt and you beat him, can we call that Hansening somebody? Like interrupting them trying to just beat up on smaller, weaker people and molesting people on the table, and then you're the man in the situation and you stop it. Like you've got Hansen.
I mean, does that happen often? Do you guys see that?
Yes. In practice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I will for sure tell someone they got Hansen next time I stop them from beating up on weaker guys. It's happening.
Does that count when I used to do that?
Yes.
So I couldn't. No, listen. I couldn't compete at the tournament level, so I would go and I used to say, "Hey, if your kids could beat me, I'll give them a T-shirt and $20." So one time I went to Louisiana States. I had all the teenagers line up, and then I arm wrestled them, but it was for fun.
Didn't you break one of their arms?
Yes, I broke.
You broke a kid's arm.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's not funny. That's not funny. That you
That's
broke his
terrible.
arm. It's funny that you broke his arm.
Dude,
Gary,
you probably know Jonathan Vasquez from
Yeah.
Nevada. You probably know him. It was his son.
you broke Jonathan Vasquez's son's arm.
I think I knew that actually.
I'm
Dude.
surprised John didn't kill you. He trains fighting all the time. I thought he would try to kill you.
Not only that, it was right before the finals, and Jonathan had just qualified for the finals, and he had to
Oh.
leave, take his son to the hospital. Can you imagine?
Dude, Gary.
Horrible.
You gotta write a book, Gary.
Horrible.
He's lucky you didn't
So-
talk shit after you broke his arm, but knowing you'd be like, yeah, bitch, take that.
You know when Travis is always arm wrestling those people at like the Arnold's or festivals or whatever, and he would always just open people up. I didn't realize that. Like when I was arm wrestling those kids, I was going side. I didn't realize I should open them.
Just blasting side pressure on their 12-year-old arms.
I didn't listen. I didn't blast. I just went like this. Okay, you ready? And it just broke.
Yeah, when you go sideways, what do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna try to go sideways to stop you, Gary. That's what's gonna happen. And the shit right here.
No.
But
It
yeah.
was his elbow that broke. His elbow broke.
Oh, freak accidents.
Yeah.
But
Anyways,
yeah, I mean, you're a grown man with grown man strengths. You were a weapon of the military of the United States, government. You have training in this. You know arm wrestling. You've stayed at people's houses that are the top guys in the sport. Yeah, Gary, you have an advantage. All right.
Gary is basically like Triple X.
Basically.
Yeah.
Basically.
not that there's a defense, but in that situation, Jonathan came up to me and said, I want you to arm wrestle my kid. So that's how it started. And we did it during the break.
There you go.
I mean, like, dude, I didn't arm wrestle. So until I met Pablo's kids, I hadn't arm wrestled kids in a decade. But let me tell you, Pablo's kids are not normal kids. Those little bitches.
Dimitri's strong.
Okay, so we want to get a match going with Pablo's kid and Junior, the guy on my team, Jaden Knight Jr. They're like the same age, and we want to set up not just a match, like we want to hype this shit up in a huge mega super match with these two. The kids never have some cool ass matches. I know we can give them toys or like squirt guns or something, Nerf gun for winning. I don't know what they want, but no, either way, I'm just kidding. But I really want to have a big match with two, like the headline match be like youth, and then maybe have some adults underneath it.
Yeah, we were just talking about that last night.
Hold on. You're onto something here. That could be a cool show. I could get behind that. Interview the kid, like, bam. But let me tell you, Dimitri, that dude's fast. How fast is your kid?
Oh, he's fast. They're both fast. They're both like 140 pounds, fucking little rockets. Yeah.
I could get behind this. Let's discuss. Discuss.
I just think it's the future. We were talking about it on Chance's show, your show last night, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
A lot of potential there.
Did anyone pay attention to the chat? See how many hours they trained?
I don't know if anybody said
I
anything.
heard Mazel said like 8 to 9 or 6 to 8.
8.
Evan Burgoyne said 12 to 15.
Because I was going to ask you, Chance, like, obviously, what do you want out of this sport? Like, do you want to be like the best in the world? Is
Yep.
that the goals?
That's the ultimate goal.
And are you doing your best potential to get there? Like what is it?
Over the last 3 to 6 months, I have been. And I think it reflects on my recent performance.
And how can you keep that up? That like
Yeah,
Uncle
I mean,
John, he's lost all this weight. And I'm like, hey, can you keep that up? I'm like, will we ever see a 300-pound Uncle John again? No, never again.
I mean, unless I get on the sauce and go to Saucy Town, maybe. It'll be a gross Uncle John, but it'd be pretty thick.
At 23, it seems like if you do dedicate and like, training is hard, right? It's easy to be lazy, right?
Yeah.
Just eat a lot and not really, put as much into it. But if you, at 23, if you really do what you know you could, should, and would, like, you could do it, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
How old are you, Derek?
27.
Yeah, right there.
Hey, what's so funny about that? I look like I'm 27. I'm 35, Gary. I'm 35.
35. I'm 48, bro. I'm
Oh,
my God. What I'd give again to be young like you little bitches.
Yeah.
any questions? Anything you guys want to know about this fatal four-way? Hey, this name, I think this name is pretty cool. Has anyone coined it? I feel like if I Google fatal four-way, will it come up Oklahoma?
So when I search up Fatal Four Way on YouTube, some wrestling stuff pops up. So I think
WWE.
wrestling did it first.
Who came up with the name?
I think Paul Italia or Matt Craig. Yeah.
I think it's clever, fatal four-way. And I'm so thankful you guys did do like round robin. Although if you do this again, let's 2 out of 3 minimum. Best of
I
one.
don't disagree with you.
I should have changed this title. The best of one sucks. I hate
Yeah, that sounds kind of, I was thinking about that chance. It sounds kind of lame, man. The fact you guys only have to arm wrestle once, man. There's
I
it's
voted
gonna be over in
against
like
it.
5 minutes. The whole thing.
I voted against it. You don't have to tell me. I wanted best 2 out of 3.
Okay, I'll say you guys have it 3 rounds. You should do two sets of 3. Like do the one and then do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I can get into.
I wouldn't be
Makes sense.
opposed to it. But at the end of the day, again, I don't think it's going to change the outcome of who's going to win it.
Yeah.
Nope. And so you guys know on the show, me and Chance have a running, not even a wager. I'm going to pay Chance if he can hold Mike Aiello for a couple seconds. No matter which angle Mike pulls, hold him for a couple seconds and then pull him across the bed. I told him I'll send him $200.
What if he flashes him?
Doesn't count. Because I told Chance that I think if in order to beat Mike, he's had to beat him at the go or control center table. He says he thinks he might be able to hold him and then pin him. I said, okay, you do that.
Hold on. To be fair, I said it as a joke. And then you were like, no way. If you do that, I'll give you $200. So now I'm like, I kind of want to.
Yeah, but because you only have one match, that's pretty risky.
I know. That's the issue. That's the issue. Best 2 out of 3, I would have tried it, if I flashed them the first round, but I think it would be stupid of me to try it with 1 round.
Hey, what's the prize? What are you guys pulling for? What's the prize?
$1,000.
$1,200, pretty nice though, man.
Yeah, well, plus a little bit of staking. So
Yeah.
a happy man.
Yep.
Derek, is this the future here for big matches?
Staking? I don't know if staking's the future, but betting and money being moved around, yes. For sure.
I don't know about staking because I honestly don't know the effing difference.
I have a rough idea of the difference, but not enough where I want to explain it and sound incorrect. Devin explained it to me a couple times, but it's like basically you're sponsoring the athletes like entry into the event, and it's kind of how it goes, and then you get money back depending on how they do, but it's not like straight gambling with like traditional odds like that, because there's no gambling allowed right now, but there should be pretty soon, and not to the distant future. Hopefully there will be straight betting, which I think will really blow some shit up for sure.
Betting's just a lot more expensive to start doing.
Yeah. That's definitely the future.
So I remember this tournament that I went to, Denise tournament in like Montana, and they did the Calcutta, where like they brought all the arm wrestlers up in front of the audience, and we basically auctioned them off, and you could like buy Chance in the audience. And like, so like, let's say Uncle John and I were in the audience, I'd be like, I want Chance. And I'd be like, I want Chance for 200. And Derek would be like, 250. And then we would like bid him up. And so then so let's say I won Chance for 250. Then they'd go to Derek and the bidding would happen again between somebody in the audience. And the whole thing is let's say there was 11 guys up there. Whoever won, the athlete and the guy who got the highest bid won the whole pool and got to split it. And I thought that
they did in the bottom 8. They did that in the bottom 8 too.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really interesting way to add betting into it. And I kind of envisioned, like, if I got in my way with ROTN, I kind of envisioned that's how the show would start. Is let's say you'd get to the finals, you'd have your final 8. Then we'd spend a few minutes talking to each one, and you'd let the people in the YouTube world bet and auction for them. And that's kind of how I I envisioned adding money to it.
It's really cool, but I don't think it scales the same way as online betting or online staking does, and the legality of it.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know how you would make it work in like the internet.
Yeah.
But it was so fun though to see
It seems super cool.
Yeah.
I feel like you would have to have like an app or something where someone's card is tied to their bets. That way it's not just YouTube like live chats like, oh, I'll bet on them, and then no one pays up.
Right.
Yeah. You'd have to have some third party app to control that.
Oh yeah, it would have to be you click on something. You're saying people have made bets on YouTube and never paid?
Of course.
Oh,
People
that's
make
weird.
bets all the time and never pay.
Makes sense.
Somebody made a bet and lost with Devin, and they tried to send me money to give to Devin, and Devin's like, you don't. Oh yeah. The guy from Hawaii, where'd he go? He was going to be our sponsor with Travis. He's like, oh, I lost a bet. Here's $100 to give to Devin Larrett. And Devin was like, I don't want his money. Tell him to take me out to dinner. But this guy tried to pay his bet. He tried to pay his bet.
Good for him.
Yeah. But Devin didn't take it. Devin said, just take me out to dinner if I'm ever in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts on this Fatal 4-Way, Uncle John?
No, I'm super pumped about it. And don't forget, Friday on Uncle John's Arm Wrestling Show, I will reveal who I lost my staking virginity to.
I can't lose my staking virginity because the block that I want to vote is blocked out.
You were too slow. You didn't get it in there. You didn't come prepared, Gary. You are not ready to lose your virginity. You are not mature enough.
Can we talk about this Pradeep video?
Sure.
You guys made another video, huh?
Maybe you guys can stick around. Pradeep put out a video. I guess he wants us to comment on it, where people, if you get too many downvotes on your video, you can go to YouTube and like complain, and then they'll make it look like you only have upvotes. And he said this happened to like some arm wrestling videos, a wall video. He said it got downvoted. Devin Laird's Michael Todd got downvoted because of the King's move. He had like 28,000 upvotes, but 20,000 downvotes. And he's saying if you go to the video right now, there's no downvotes. It's like all positive. And he wanted to know the impact on arm wrestling, if this is good or bad for arm wrestling. And
then there was the secondary concern of the rise of lazy arm wrestling channels, where these people just steal other people's content, slap it together, edit it up, and then so it'll be like they'll take a video from Devin, take a video from Michael, put a fancy thumbnail on it, and then it'll get 40,000 views, right? Because it's always geared towards the big names every single time. So and YouTube basically rewards that, unless somebody like Michael or Devin finds them and then actually calls them out for stealing content.
Yeah.
What if they do a voiceover over all their content?
Well, so here's the deal. With fair use, as long as you change or add to the content, then that's actually completely legal.
Yep.
Right? So I could steal a bunch of Gary Roberts ARMTV footage, put my own commentary on it, and theoretically I should be fine, right? But what's happening specifically is there's a couple channels, and all they do is they take the matches, they do a clickbait thumbnail, it's stuff that you've all seen before, but there's people are so hot for Devin and Michael and whoever else the big names are, they want to see that all in one spot so then they can go and see it. So like I could do that too pretty easily, but I just feel like it's morally lazy.
It is
morally lazy.
That's a whole YouTube problem, not just the arm wrestling problem.
Yeah.
So what you're saying, I could be very successful if I do not upload another arm wrestling match of mine. I just scan all your guys' content.
Yeah, but I'll sue you.
But you have to talk over it or something.
Every time Chance puts on a match, I copy that match and I put over that. This guy, look how strong he is, but he looks like he's 9. Looks like a little kid. And then I post it. Look at this little kid beating everyone up. they say he's 23, but I don't believe he's like 12. And that's day one. And then Derek Smith, I got, look at this guy. How's he so strong? He's just an overweight fat
You'll
guy.
hear from my lawyers. I'll sue you, Gary.
Right.
I will sue you so fast, Gary.
Then Uncle John, I just take a match and I say, oh, look at this guy. He's lost 100 pounds. Awesome. And then post. I could literally just talk over all you guys arm wrestling and then that be my entire channel.
I think you have to add to the majority of the video, if I'm not mistaken. You can't just put like a 30-second clip of you talking and then the video stays the same besides that.
No. I'm talking about just putting up 1 minute TikTok videos, 1 minute of you arm wrestling, and I just comment on it.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's what people do, Gary.
Yeah,
it's lazy and it's annoying, and they're not creating any like real content of their own. In my opinion, it's pretty lazy.
Very lazy
content creation. Yeah.
Okay. Now that you're on this topic, I noticed, and I'm not going to drop any names, but there's so many of you guys out there, and I don't know if any of you guys did it, but you took matches, let's say Matt Mask and Hermes, they took the matches and then they just voiced their own voiceover and posted it.
No,
You're talking about Ryan Bowen?
Like
You're talking about Ryan Bowen, aren't you? Just say
like, okay, so let's take Ryan Bowen for an example. In my opinion, according to fair use, what Ryan Bowen does technically meets that standard, right?
But I wouldn't just say it if Ryan did it. 12 people did it.
No,
Ryan's the big one though.
There's a lot of people doing it where they do a summation. It's not the full 15, 20 minutes. It's like a 7 minutes, but it's their voiceover of that. I can't, no matter how big my channel gets, I just can't see that I will evolve in doing that. I don't like
lazy.
So one of my strong suits in the sport is being able to break down matches and analyze things and give out and really make it easy to digest how arm wrestling works. I'm good at explaining it. So I get requested all the time to do analytical videos like that and break down matches for people. Now I'm not a fan of doing that because I've definitely criticized people that have done that and made a living off just talking over other people's content. But at the same time, if done correctly, I think it can provide something. I feel like if I did that on a big match, I could shine light on certain moves and things happening within the match that a random guy wouldn't see and help him kind of digest it better. Now, but it's still just me voicing over somebody else's content. So it's like, if it's just some random dude that doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, he's just trying to steal views because of it, that's one thing. If it's someone actually contributing and providing a service, it might be different, but I still haven't done it. But I was just like, it gets kind of weird in terms of that, right?
There is a classier way to do it too. If you want to break it down, you can play a short clip of whatever you're trying to break down. Then you can go to webcam or you can go to a camera shot of you showing that move on a training partner, explaining what's going on. And then, yes, you're using the clip as an example, but the entire video is not just talking over a clip. So you can be classier with it.
Above and beyond that, like I have done a lot of things like that with Arm Wars, but I talked to Neil and I was like, Neil, is it cool if I do this? Neil says, yes, please do this. And so then if you actually have the blessing of the creator, then you're fine.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, Uncle John, I didn't mean to drop you. I didn't mean to. I forgot you did do that a lot, but you have permission.
Yeah, I've always asked permission with any video I've ever done. That's the first thing that I try to do is get the permission beforehand.
When I got back from Turkey and I live streamed the event in Turkey with all the guys arm wrestling, I came home and I probably over the next week had about 12 messages from random YouTube channels and people asking if they could use the content. I said, sure, of course, go ahead, take it away. But then I would find other people using it that didn't ask, and it just kind of is annoying. It kind of bothered me a little bit that you just like took it. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's stealing.
So oh my God, that's the thing that happens. So because of it spreads like a virus, if you allow one person to copy it, if you don't put a bud in it or cap on it and someone else copies that, then it could be 4 generations down where 100 people will copy the 5th generation. And then by that time you can't undo it. It's like,
well, so I think at the end of the day, we have to remember that fair use is very fickle, and fair use judgment is even more fickle. And sometimes you'll have 2 of the exact same situations. They'll judge it one way one time, and they'll judge it another the next time. So, and YouTube is on the wrong side of this stuff all the time. All the time they screw this up because they always side with whoever has the most money, right? So if it's a Hollywood movie studio, you damn well bet that that movie studio, even if I am covered under fair, so let's say I take a movie and we watch The Golden Arm, right? If I watch The Golden Arm and I use clips from that, the studio could just be like, boom, he's using clips, even though I'm injecting my own thoughts, I'm reviewing the movie, blah, blah, blah. They could still screw me over in the complete opposite direction.
Yep.
Well, I think what is most annoying in this entire thing is that 9 times out of 10, some of the stolen content gets 10 times the clicks as the original. And that's what makes it awful, because it really is the people who go viral doing the shorter clips, like for instance, us talking for 2 hours, that's never going to go viral. But if someone downloads, like, let's say some shocking 30 seconds and then shares it, that could go viral. The short shit is what goes viral. And then obviously a lot of times it's not the owner of the content. So that's what
well, that happened to you, right?
Oh my God, it happened to me so much.
Yeah.
Dude, so Jamie Shell and I, we've commiserated about this. The old man rule, where like there's this in LA 2012, like the really old guy, Lynn Brower, he had this huge match with, I can't remember who people think he is.
Rob Chavez.
And that shit went viral, but I didn't watch YouTube. I didn't watch my YouTube for years. So when I finally started posting videos last year, it clicked on your, oh, we think this video is yours. I clicked on that for the first time, and it was like 40 pages of scrolling where YouTube was telling me this channel's used your content. It took me like 2 months to clean it up. I had to go flag, and scroll. But I never knew that happened. If I'd added,
that's a super viral clip. Super viral arm wrestling clip.
If I had added up the amount of at the end, I don't know if you guys have ever looked on your channel, but you have to dig for it. But YouTube will flag stuff that they think is yours if it's been reloaded. And you got to scroll down and click and stuff, but it tells you how many views all those videos have. And that one video that went viral, and the only reason I know about it, because Jamie messaged me as the promoter, he's even feeling worse because it's like, I put on that event and I get no credit. You know, I filmed it. I didn't get any credit, but he like hosted it. And the people who host the tournaments never get the credit. You know, I feel bad. Like I'm living off of this old content that it was all like Leonard Denise tournaments. It's like, there should be a thing. Everyone knows. Yes, I know. Thank you, Leonard Denise, for allowing me to film 700 of your events. Thank you. I appreciate it. We value what you did for the sport of arm wrestling. But anyways, hundreds of millions of views. Between all these, I had to delete. And every once in a while, I got a message from the owner, and they're like, "Why'd you take me down, bro?" I was like, "That's not your video." But non-arm wrestlers, random people. This was when things go viral like that. There are people that are not arm wrestlers who are sharing it. Like people who just post random shit. They probably posted a lot of stolen content, and they don't see the harm. They don't know it's been posted 800 times. But anyways.
Yeah, brutal stuff. And here's the deal. We're going to see more of it. Like arm wrestling is in its infancy still.
Only get worse.
Everything is going to get so much worse as we grow. I guarantee it.
I know we've talked about it, but the king of the table, that next week, all I kept thinking about was, I don't know if Larry Wheels cares, but all I kept thinking about was how much was taking advantage of the sharing and the free and the this and the that. And I felt like, and I was like, man, if I was him, I'd be so upset that so many people are trying to get away with.
Oh, they didn't miss it. I talked to Adam Silver. He named a list of names that he already knew everyone that shared it, that within, especially within our community, he knew immediately who was sharing all the videos. And there's people that are banned from ever, never collabing, never filming any of their events, never welcome anywhere near around that. Like Adam doesn't forget. Adam's like a fucking elephant.
So
He
they
doesn't
do,
forget any
It
of it.
should be.
do
Should.
know and care. You know, at some point, I don't know if you're so busy with your successful world because they are successful at what they do that maybe you don't notice, but so they did notice.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
especially people within the arm wrestling community that shared that and streamed it and stuff, they know all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They weren't mad at watch parties though, were they?
No, I didn't hear anything about that. No, they just know who actually streamed it live for people that not buy it.
Yeah.
I struggle with this. I know we've already talked about it, but like the little ROTN event that I put on, if that was like 10 times bigger, like that, the amount of stress it took to do that, it's like, dude, let me tell you, I'd almost rather not. It's no fun trying to freaking print out your rules, and I'm going to the copier and make sure you have pens for everyone and setting up.
Promoting is horrible.
Yeah, it sucks. But if it was like King of the Table, like style big, and everyone was just reposting that shit, oh my God, it'd be such like a dagger. It's like, dude, you know how hard it is to do that? And it's like, you should all be like, here's the channel, go support them, you know, drive all the traffic to the channel so they get all the rewards.
John,
Anyways,
have you thrown an event yet? John, have you ever thrown an event?
Have I thrown an event? No, I have never attempted.
Oh, you're the only one. Us three have all thrown events. You gotta get your feet
Right.
wet, my man.
But no, I refuse. I'm not interested.
here's the deal. Someone says, oh, Gary Vichimo, Gary complaining again. Yeah, I'm sorry. Just like with YouTube channels, it's like, dude, if you want to start a YouTube channel, don't. It's not worth the headache. And then promoting, it's like, yeah, is it worth, like,
I disagree. Everyone should have a YouTube channel.
yeah, but it's hard work.
May the best man win.
I mean, it's hard work to have a consistent big YouTube channel, but it's not hard work to post a video of a highlight every once in a while, or a super match you had, or a tournament match you had, or whatever. It's not hard to
There
post.
are a lot, dude. I swear each team has like 2 or 3 people that have a channel right now. I swear.
Yeah, as it should be.
I agree. It's good for the sport. And if everyone had it, probably better for the sport. But at the same time, it is a lot of work.
If you're trying to make a living off of it, it's definitely a lot of work.
Yeah.
But if you don't care to make any money, you're just posting to share content. It's easy.
Oh wait, I want to pause on this topic. I sent Chance the link. I spent yesterday a good amount of money, and I bought a bunch of stuff, thousands of dollars, and it should be on the way. And my man Wes Bjornsson should be flying out here for the next few weeks to months and helping me get everything set up. Huge upgrade on the way, folks. Huge upgrade.
Nice.
Chance said it's a good computer. He said
It
it's
is
good.
very solid.
So big things
And
coming.
what does Wes have to do with it?
Well, Wes is my boy, and he knows us. He streams on Twitch. He has a YouTube channel. Wes is tech savvy, and so I hit him up. I was like, "Hey, I'll fly you out here." He wants to try to arm wrestle me left-handed anyway. So I was like, "Come out for a practice. Help me set all this up. Show me how to get it all done." And we'll have a good time.
Does he still not like Gary Roberts?
I don't know. We don't really talk about you, Gary. I don't know.
Could I beat him arm wrestling?
No
No.
shot.
Anyways, I will say this. Wes, I wish you all the success. He does seem to be a pretty damn good artist.
But no, Wes is a very skilled individual. He plays the guitar amazing. He does a bunch of stuff. He's a very skilled.
He draws those drawings that I see him posting, right?
Yeah.
He's very funny too. His TikToks are very funny.
Yes,
Wes, he's great. He's great. Me and
Wes just
Chance
started
talked
taking on TikTok actually.
Wes, to let Wes know, I hope he's okay with me now. Admittedly, I caused all that drama, and he didn't know me, but back then. But I hope we're cool. I watched a few of his Twitches, his video games.
Uh-huh.
I don't know much about video games, but I clicked on one of his Twitches, and he is funny.
Twitches.
His Twitch stream,
So, but yeah, I mean, like I took that as investing in myself in terms of, YouTube and doubling down. Like I'm not Devin. We are not Devin. None of us can do a flip phone piece of shit, video and expect it to go viral just of us arm wrestling yet. So if not, then you have to double down to certain other areas, quality, and collabs and chasing content and flying around every weekend to a tournament like Chance and like things like that. You got to do stuff. You have to be active in order to get our views and get our channels bigger. So, I mean, that's just name the game.
Yep.
Speaking of being active, I'm going to Newfoundland. I got a super match at the end of the month. Are you kidding me? Amazing.
Exciting stuff.
Where's Newfoundland? Where's Newfoundland?
As far east as you can go in North America.
I thought you were already as far east as you can go.
Even farther.
Easter, even Easter.
More,
Hey,
so much more easterner that it's half an hour in the time zone later than Atlantic time zone.
Damn.
Yeah,
Who-
outrageous.
Can you guys all hold up your arm? I want to see those guns again. Derek,
Wait a second, I gotta.
Uncle John does. Uncle John's getting
Oh,
that. Really
we're doing the
good
Devon one?
Yeah, we gotta.
Oh, someone's got a screenshot that.
Ow.
Who's got the bigger guns up in there?
I would hope Derek.
My arms are long. It might be Chance. I mean, I've really long.
Last time I measured, I had 20 and a half inches.
Oh, I got you. Because I had 21. Me and Mike Todd measured with the exact same.
Yeah.
Hey,
Gary's right in there. 14s.
I think the forearms were 18 when they were pumped and fully flexed.
Yeah, I was 17 and a half. So you got me by half an inch on both.
I think by a couple pounds too, maybe a couple pounds.
Yeah. What are you, about 370?
Derek,
Oh,
I'm
wait,
just-
your scale doesn't go high enough. I forgot. Yeah.
It doesn't. I'll show you
Yeah.
guys the gym. It's an old school scale. I need to go buy
Or
one.
one on Amazon, bro. They're like $15.
It's not that important to me. I just don't really care that once you pass like 330, I don't really care after that. It's just big. It's just getting really big. So
Derek Smith, thank you for telling us about your upgrades. What's one of the first things you do with the new equipment?
well, I mean, editing obviously is gonna be a big one. I'll be getting a backdrop. I also ordered a DSLR camera. Wes got me a
What
good
camera?
one on eBay. It's a Rebel T6i or something 6i. Wes is gonna be the guy showing me all the
I started with the T3i.
oh, okay.
T3i.
So I don't know how
Yeah,
I'm not gonna know how to work anything, which is why I'm paying to fly him here to show me how do you do all this stuff. Yeah, I mean, so I have all the headphones, I got the boom mic, I have the the gaming keyboard, two monitors, two curved monitors come in. I got the whole thing.
You have like, is this what you mean by like a boom mic?
Yeah, the arm,
Okay.
what's it called? Yeah, all that.
Okay.
I even got the cover thing that goes over the front of it. It makes your voice silky smooth.
Are you talking about this, like a dust cover?
No,
Or
the
are you talking about a pop filter?
pop filter. That's it.
Yeah.
Like
I got all that. It's all coming. I told Wes,
You
I was
guys
like, just keep
are
sending me shit.
you guys
Keep sending me, and I'll keep mine.
I'm downgraded to a vehicle, man.
Yeah,
I'm having to move, baby, and I'm going to lose my little podcast room. I'm very sad.
You gotta get
Wait.
it, man. You gotta tent it up. Get a tent.
You're gonna be in the car from now on for a while.
Well, we're selling the house I'm in currently, which is not mine. It's my in-laws. And, hopefully, I mean, people are viewing the house as we speak. So all someone has to do is put in a bid, and then I'm going to have to move. So I don't know yet. I'm trying to move to Oregon, but I don't want to buy a house while these house prices, I want to wait till all the moratorium ends and those house prices crash. So then we could purchase.
Not
something.
happening.
Yeah, no, bullshit.
Oh, hey, you'll be able to pick up some cheap houses after the 31st of the month, but the housing prices aren't going to crash. You'll be able to get some foreclosures if you have the cash for it.
I'm not saying they're going to crash. What I'm saying is right now the upside downness of the amount of available is just jacked up. Like, I'm not getting into bidding wars. No way. Like, I want to wait till people are not bidding on stuff, then I'll bid it. So less about crashing, more like I wait till housing isn't cool anymore.
Well,
Man.
after the 31st, foreclosures go into play, so you'll be able to pick something up here soon.
Guys, I got to cut out. I told the family I would get off. Are you interested in continuing? You can cut out if you want, Derek.
I
I'm
gotta head
gonna
out
leave.
as well.
Oh yeah, there we go.
All right.
Yeah.
Chance, you can stay. We're all gonna leave.
No, I'm good.
Chance, Derek, thank you for coming on the show as always.
Thanks for having us, Carrie.
I can't know what, I'm not sure what I'm doing on Saturday, but I will try to log in live if I can. And good luck. I kind of feel like you're the favorite, but I wouldn't be surprised if something happens that mixes it up. But I think you got it.
Thank you.
Chance. Let's be clear. I want you to win. I want you to win. I give you my fair analysis on what might happen, but I want you to win.
I mean, all four guys I think are very capable of winning. It's a real style clash up. I just, you know, I'm pretty confident.
There you go. Attaboy.
Thanks, Mizel Jador in the chat for always helping us out there. And guys, we'll see you on the flip side. Good luck Saturday.
Thank you.
Yes.
See ya.
And hey, Derek, be sure to post a picture of all that beautiful new equipment.
I will. It'll be like a month before I get it all prepped and everything. So yeah.
Now I want to see it all laid out like on your bed.
Hey, don't forget to get a backdrop too. Your messy room's not cutting it.
I know I'm gonna get it back. I got it, guys. I got it. All right, I got it. Big things coming. I'll be live tomorrow, by the way. People in the chat are asking if I'm gonna go live. Not today. Tomorrow, I'll be live.
I will also be live tomorrow directly after Derek with the one and only Ian frickin' Carnegie.
There you go.
Ian. I know Ian from back in the day.
Yep, dancing man.
Say hi for me. All right,
Cool.
guys. Thank you always. And anyone else who's wondering where the updates are, as soon as we sell this house, I can get back to, well, I'm editing the show, but I've been working the second job and I'll try to get back to consistent updating the channel. Thank you for supporting and hanging in there. And good luck. And by the way, Chance, I don't believe you. I think you shaved your head because you want to look tougher.
I do it all the time, Gary.
Because you kind of look like a little kid with that little like stylish haircut you had before.
Yeah. Hey, I'll send you pictures from like the last 4 years of me bald.
I like
Okay.
Suns Out, Guns Out Chance. I like
Hey,
it. You know what I'm saying?
send me a picture of 12-year-old Chance. See if I'm curious to see if you looked beastly back then, if I would have been intimidated.
Nah, you wouldn't have been.
All right, man. See you guys
All right.
later.
All right, brother.
Yeah.
See you guys.